This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fields on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
Break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. To throw is Fields. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A first down catch for Allen Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
Rodgers now on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of the tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Fields. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So on 4th and 1, the decision is, hey, let's take 3. But lo and behold, they'll come away with nothing.
Yeah, it's a disappointing outcome, isn't it? Especially since you know that offense didn't want to come off the field. And now not only do they not get the chance to go for it, they don't get the 3 points either.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive court.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Montgomery on the counter. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just shy of midfield. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, Herbert. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Fields now to throw.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on.
Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over here.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Dillon diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. N'Keal Harry from 17 yards out.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bears 36, Packers 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Kyler Gordon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Crosby with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. There he goes right side. Chicago.
Justin Fields.
68 yards.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Bears 43, Packers 28. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up.
Johnson, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Okay, right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love being chased out left. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up third down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Got a man, it's Tunyon. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Crosby connects on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.